Hello, so what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie, and if this is your first time on my channel, you are pleasantly welcome. And if you're already a subscriber, you know I love you. Thank you for watching today's video. You probably want to know what's up with me, why I have been off YouTube for more than a year now, what I have been up to, what has been popping in my life, and just everything relating to me and everything in between. Well, in this video, I'm gonna be sharing what I've been up to this past year. So I'm guessing my last video before this year was LA vlog. So since then, what happened? I turned a year older in July of last year, and when I say we, me and my husband, we started building our first home here in the United States. Yeah, we are now homeowners. It's almost a year since living in our new home. But yeah, from let's say I'm still gonna talk about our home building process someday, but yeah, I think we started building our home sometime, was it May or June? To be honest, I can't remember. But we moved into our house November of last year. Yep. Because I remember we had Thanksgiving in this house. Yeah. So we built our house from scratch. We would always come to we would always come to the site every weekend, I remember. And just like that, the house just popped up, and it's been bliss living here. But we're still in Texas. We're still in Houston, Texas. We are not away from Texas. So yeah, we built our home and we spent our first Christmas together as a couple in the United States. Yeah, it was lovely. I remember my mom came around and it was just so fun. It was lovely. It was cold. It was like my first Christmas in the States, really, and my first Christmas married. So it was really lovely having my mom around, having friends, family around as well. It was really nice, and it was in our new home, so it was just so beautiful. And then New Year came, and yeah, we started 2024 in good spirits. I remember I didn't really have like a lot planned out for the year, to be very honest, because I already knew what like the first half of this year was gonna be for me. I have always worked towards going to the US Army. I've always wanted to join the US Army. Your girl is in the US Army now. Yeah, so I knew like the first half of this year was gonna be dedicated to that because I had to go for training. So yeah, I joined the military actually in December. That was when I signed my contract. And I had to, okay, I didn't leave immediately for training because I remember my dad was coming to the States. I think was it sometime in February. Yeah, so I wanted to see him before I leave. So I put in an excuse, letting the army know that I will not be shipping off for training immediately. So I shipped off in March of this year. So yeah, my dad was in the States. It was also really lovely having him around, seeing that I didn't see him last year, so he came around this year. It was my first time having him. Like, my dad always comes to the US, but it was his first time coming since I moved to the US. Yeah, so it was lovely. He was in our house for some time, and then we all traveled to Michigan to spend time with my mom, and then we came back to Houston. And shortly after he left, I left for my basic training in the US Army, which was also mind-blowing, was life-changing. Yeah, I did my basic training for 2 months and went ahead to do my advanced individual training. I was For my basic training, I did it in South Carolina, and for my advanced individual training, I did it in Virginia. So yeah, it was really challenging. I know a lot of people did not expect when I posted on social media about it. A lot of people couldn't believe their eyes. A lot of people could never think of me doing something like that, joining the US Army, because US Army is no jokes. It's not child's play. But yeah, we did it. The training was probably one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life, if not the hardest thing, because yeah, I've not had a baby, so until then, that is like the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. So, but it gave me everything I wanted, because my main reason for joining the US Army was to challenge myself. I did it for me. In the US Army, you're gonna see a lot of people sharing their reasons for joining the US Army. Some people gonna say they're joining for their parents, to be a better person, da da da. Yeah, I joined for myself. I didn't join for anybody. I didn't join because I wanted to file for my parents or anything like that. I joined for myself. I joined because I wanted to see how I don't know, I don't want to say tough, but I wanted to see more, like more when it comes to me. I wanted to see how far I can go as a person. I wanted to, like, see should I say strong, not like physical strength anyway, but like mind strength. Like, I don't know how to explain, but I was looking for so much more in myself that I wanted to see. And I knew that the US Army was going to challenge me to see that part of myself. And it truly challenged me, because, man, I did a lot of things I could never imagine doing in my life. And I conquered, yeah. I did not recycle, I did not fail, I did not hurt myself, all to the glory of God, because truly I am still going to talk about being in the US Army someday, how my basic training experience was, but I'm going to keep it short for now, because this is a life update. This is not about the US Army. But yeah, I did the training and I came back better, stronger. To be honest, ever since I came back, the first 2 months of being back home to my civilian life, because I'm not in the active military. Yeah, let me just put this out there, because people, I don't know, people have different perspective of people in the US Army. They hear the army, they hear war, they hear death, they hear all sort of things, but it's not that deep till it is. I mean, there is no war going on right now, so I'm not going to any war. So back to what I was saying, when I go back to my civilian life, it was just a little bit hard to get back to my routines, to get back to the things I was used to. So I struggled a bit, but thankfully, that is me and my husband again, we have been traveling. So we traveled to Canada, we traveled to Dubai. So yeah, that kind of helped me reset and detox, and just to feel myself again. Like, I needed that getaway to just feel new again. And yeah, now I'm fully back to being a wife, to being a baby girl, to just being me. And yeah, that also involves creating better content, because I was struggling to get back into creating content as well. If you follow me on TikTok and Instagram, you will know that I have just been freestyling and just posting more of lifestyle content, but now I am back to like creating more strategic content. Yeah. Also, I became an American citizen. Yay! Your girl is officially a blue passport holder. Hence, why I could travel to all these countries that I mentioned. And yeah, shout out to the US Army for doing that. So if you don't know, if you if you are a green card holder and you join the military, just a moment, and you join the military, and after your training process and you graduate, you're gonna become a US citizen. You're gonna get naturalized. That is one of the perks of also being in the US Army, which is one of the reasons a lot of immigrants join the US Army. Really, yeah, that was also one of my reasons, to be very honest. But that was not the main reason, because I mean, after like 3 years of being in the States, you can also apply to become a citizen. Yeah. So for me, I got that through the army, through the military, and I am so thankful for it. I am so thankful for that, you know, becoming a citizen in just 2 years of being in the States. That is beautiful, really. But yeah, I also worked for it, but God deserves all the glory, because the shake I saw in that training story for another day. But yeah, God has been faithful on every side. My marriage has been beautiful, all to the glory of God. I have been, you know, glowing, growing as always, trying to be there for my family and friends, trying to live life to the fullest. You only live once, so make the most of it. So guys, that is basically it with me. Like, nothing much, but on this channel, expect to see me more, because today I am filming this video. I have already filmed like 2 videos before now, and I feel like I'm getting back into it, because I set up, this used to be the room I work in before I left for the US Army, and I have no job like right now. So I'm trying, let me just say I'm a full-time content creator at this point. So I just set up this room today and set up my desk and just, you know, got into the mood of creating again. So best believe more contents are coming to you guys, more quality content, more vlogs, more sit-down videos about marriage, life in general, sharing my tips and advice, my growth tips and nuggets from just growing and evolving, you know. So guys, yeah, do not expect me to be way too much, but I'm just gonna be me. But yeah, thank you for watching today's video, and if this is your first time, please do well to subscribe if you look forward to seeing more of my content. And to my old subbies, I love you guys. Stay safe, stay kind. Bye.